I love Google Slides, I love Microsoft PowerPoints, but this AI tool is way better and it is called Gamma.app, and I'm going to leave the link in the video description. So this is actually not the first time I'm covering this AI tool on my channel. I actually have talked about Gamma.app to create a website, but that's not the only one that this tool can do. You can actually use it to generate a beautiful presentation using only AI. So if you have an idea and you want to create a presentation, then you can just tell or describe the idea to AI, and then it will give you a complete presentation. Or if you have a document and you want to turn it into a presentation, then you can do it as well. So it is just amazing, and it's quite a shame that Google Slides doesn't have the feature, given that Google has Gemini, and Gemini is actually pretty good at processing text, but we don't have that feature in Google Slides yet. So in this video, I'm going to show you on how you can generate a beautiful looking presentation using AI in Gamma. So let's get into it. Okay, first you have to navigate to Gamma.app, and I'm going to leave the link in the video description. You can sign up for free, and if you're using my link, you can get extra, I think 200 credits, which I think is pretty good. And once you sign up, you can log into your account, and then you can click on this create new button. So that button will lead you to this page where you can choose how do you want to input the AI. You can input using text, or you can also just give it a simple prompt, or you can input by file or document or maybe URL. But in this case, I'm gonna go with this option, which is I think the most popular option at the moment. And now make sure that you select presentation. You can also create web pages, document, and even social media photos, but presentation is going to be the focus of this video. Okay, now you can select how many slides in that presentation. That could be, by default it's going to be 8, but you can get up to 10 slides if you are using a free account. But if you are subscribing to the Plus or Pro subscription, you have access to more slides. But I think 10 slides is good enough. Now you can select the page style. That is default, which is basically responsive, but there is also traditional like 16:9 or 9:6, sorry, 4:3, which is the old style of presentation. But I guess default is good enough. And for the language, I think I'm going to be using English. And then here you can describe what topic that you want to cover in your presentation. So I'm going to cover this simple topic. So it's going to be a pitch deck for a startup that makes organic dog food, and then click generate outline. So it is not going to create the presentation yet. It is going to create the outline, essentially what each slide would look like, or what each slide will cover. So you can see that there are some numbers here. They're actually representing the slide. There's going to be up to 10 different slides, and you can actually edit if you want, but I'm going to skip that. I'm going to just accept whatever AI give me. And here there is the section where you can select the style for the presentation. You can click on this button, and then you will see even more options. Honestly, it's a lot, that to the point that you will have a difficult time to choose. But I guess I'm going to go with this default option, and let's select the theme. And then here you can select whether the amount of content or text per slide would be brief, medium, or detailed. I think medium is the best balance. And the image source, this is quite interesting because it can use AI to generate images. So you can use AI, or you can also use stock photos or images from the web, or you can also just use image placeholders where there is going to be a placeholder, but there's going to be no image on that part. So if you are planning to put images, you can do that easily. Now I'm going to go with AI images, and for the style, I guess I'm going to go with professional, realistic. And the AI image model, for a free account, you have access to Flux, Imagen, and Playground. I think Flux and Imagen are the best, and Playground 2.5 are not very good in my opinion, but feel free to use that if you prefer. And now when you're done with all the settings, you can click generate, and it will start generating the presentation slides. So let's click that. and it will start generating the whole presentation. And what's interesting is that you can actually see the generation in real time. So you can see that it is creating one slide at a time, and then it will start typing the text that was provided from the outline. Okay, it's still running. It actually took a bit longer than I expected, but it should be done, in less than 1 minute or so. Okay, now it is generating the presentation, and I just need to wait until it finishes. So yeah, as I said, you can actually see the generation in real time. And I think it's going to give you some idea, or perhaps what elements that you think you could modify later, because this is not final. You can always change the text, change the image, change the design, or even use AI to do a lot of things or modify some elements of the presentation. So it is at 7, 8, and then it's almost there. All right, so I think it is almost done. Yeah, this is going to be the final slide. And there you go. Okay, that was the final slide of this presentation. And on the right side here is some features or some elements that you could embed into the presentation. And you could edit the content normally. You can change the icon, you can change the image as well. So there are a lot of things that you can do, but I'm not going to cover that in this video. And if you want to present this document, you can click on this present button and you can start your presentation. And I do recommend to enable full screen for better viewing, and you can even enable spotlight, which will show one element at a time, so you can focus on your point during your presentation. And of course, there is also the presenter view. So if you want to see the note, you can absolutely do that. And it's going to be extremely beneficial during presentation. So yeah, that's basically how you can generate a beautiful presentation using the Gamma AI. If you find this video to be useful, then feel free to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you on my next video. Have a good day and take care.